Hello, everyone. I'm alive. Here we go. Alive. It's the restricted view. It's the watch along for Sunderland versus Everton. Let's get me jacket on. Live from the Stadium of Light tonight. Monday night football. This is what Mondays are all about. Beginning of the week, back to work, and we've got a game of footy to look forward to. Oh, what's going on here? Got a game of footy to look forward to, everyone. Sunderland and Everton, 0-0 up to now. Hasn't started yet, due to kick off in about 25 minutes. Just getting everything set up here. How are we, everyone? Please do subscribe and like and follow when you join. So we're on all multi-platforms here today. We're not going to stream the match. We're going to watch the match in a watch along. I'll be commentating over it, giving you my thoughts and opinions from hopefully a productive night for Everton at the Stadium of Light in the northeast. Sunderland, tricky game here today. We've got the lineups here just to the side of me there. Jordan Pickford didn't go. Only one change from Everton from the loss at Spurs. And the change is Beto is out and Barry is in. So what do we think about that, first and foremost? Interesting change from David Moyes. Was it expected? Probably. Well, I didn't think Beto would actually come into the side today. I thought he'd keep Barry. But he's gone with Beto. Fair enough, you know. Both probably not as productive as we'd like so far this season, but Barry gets a chance. He's been wanting a chance. He's been itching for the chance, and he gets a chance here tonight. The weird Beto and Barry, because they seem to come on and do well as substitutes, but not really show what they're all about from the start. So Barry's got a big role tonight, just to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you a go. Going to put the faith in you. Show us what you can do. And it'll be telling to see whether he actually does perform tonight. You know, it's probably his first away start, I think, off the top of my head, for Everton. Can he go into this game and say, you know what, I deserve this chance. I deserve to be leading the Everton front line. But other than that, no changes. You know, it's the same 11 as we saw. And the usual substitutes, there's no surprises. Seamus Coleman's on the bench, Tyler Diblin's on the bench, Dwight McNeil, Beto's on the bench. So Tim Irabunum, Adam Asnu, and Mark Travers goalkeeper. The usual suspects, no big surprises. But it's going to be a really tough game against Sunderland. Sunderland, of course, coming off some really good form. They beat Chelsea away 2-1. I had a chat with Sunderland fan Eddie Bamber earlier on in the week, and he was saying that the Sunderland fans are going to go into this full of confidence. They fear no one at home at the moment. They're unbeaten at home in the Premier League so far. So interesting game. You know, some people are not all, not very happy with David Moyes right now. And when I say some people, I mean Everton fans. There's been some shouts. Do we get him out? Do we look for the replacement for David Moyes right now? I personally think it's a little bit premature. I think we should give him some more time. I think probably our football has been better than our results suggest. I'm not saying it's been fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it's been better. We deserve some more results along the way than we have been getting. So it's a great opportunity tonight to say, okay, step up. You know, it's a big night for David Moyes tonight. Like I say, there's some noise on social media about, is Moyes the right guy? Is it time for him to step aside? You know, especially when you look at Labrie, Sunderland manager who's had a fantastic start to the season, come in a real breath of fresh air, playing getting Sunderland up the league, playing a style of football which the Sunderland fans really enjoy, and blending how many new players together? Like 14, 15 new players Sunderland signed in the summer. Not always a recipe for success. As Everton well know, we've signed lots of players in the past in windows and they've not come together, including this window, if we're going to be honest with each other. Just look at the players on the bench for Everton today. We look at Adam Asner, we look at Tyler Dibden, we look at those players, Barry, who has not settled in. They should have been settled in by now. So those sort of signs are not good for David Moyes because other people are getting the best out of squads, and he's currently not getting the best out of our squad. So again, tonight's going to be very, very interesting. Under the lights, first Monday night football. Actually, the first time David Moyes has travelled back to the Stadium of Light since he got Sunderland relegated back in, I want to say 2050. Maybe I'm getting that year wrong, but I spoke to Eddie Bamber, Sunderland fan, earlier on the week, who said Sunderland fans actually said used the word hate David Moyes. So it's going to be interesting to see just what reception David Moyes gets. I think it's going to be a poor one. He shouldn't be expecting a good reception off those fans because he's not going to get one. Just getting the Everton game set up here so I can watch and follow on along as you're watching at home. The game is on Sky Sports tonight, Monday Night Football, so it's accessible to everyone with a Sky subscription. And yeah, we'll get it on. We are going to take a quick break. Please do click the follow and subscribe and like button to make everyone aware that we are live and we are going to be watching the match. And we're going to be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. Okay, so we're just about 10 minutes out from the match and from the teams coming out at the Stadium of Light. They've just been talking about Jordan Pickford and his return to the Stadium of Light tonight. He's going to be getting a great ovation. There's no doubt about that. And he's hated, absolutely hated by those fans of Newcastle. So we're going back to the Sunderland. He's almost like a hero to them. You know, he's a local lad. He obviously came through there. They got a big fee for him, but he's never forgot his roots. He always goes back. He's a regular in the area. You know, I talked to Eddie Bamber, a Sunderland fan, earlier on in the week, who talked about Pickford always at his local chippy, especially during the summer. So he still frequently visits the area, still a local lad, and the Sunderland fans are going to absolutely love to see him back at the Stadium of Light tonight, even though it's in an Everton shirt. But I'm looking forward to this. You know, it's going to be a good match tonight. Iliman Ndiaye could be the one to get the first goal. Just thinking about whether to put a first goal scorer on, seeing who would pick. You know, Barry's probably a good shout coming back into the team, but you never get good odds with a striker to put first goal scorer bet on. Grealish doesn't score many goals, and he had a great opportunity against Spurs in first couple of minutes, and he missed. So he's an option. Who else? Tarkovsky or Keane, from corners, set pieces, they're always a danger. So one of them maybe, boom, Eder. They're normally about 20 or 25 to 1, so you always get good value with the defenders as well. Interesting. I'll have a think about it. Do give me a follow and a like, please, on all platforms. I'll say that 7,000 times today until you actually do it. Throwing water at myself. Lovely. Let's just test our setup. Oh, yes. Here's the goals going up. The red cards going on. And the injury time. Yeah, we're doing good. We're ready to go. So I was in some comments as well. Follow along, will you? I will make sure I've got my chat up there to see any messages coming through. Stadium of Light tonight. You know, there'll be a good Everton following going tonight. If you're watching it on Sky Sports, just wondering who we've got to listen to be honest with you. Could be Monday Night Footballs. Hinchcliffe sometimes. Sometimes Andy Hinchcliffe. We're going to have to see who we've got. But let me know your score predictions for tonight. You know, it's a game. Tough game. It's going to be tough. I said earlier on the week I'd take a point at Sunderland. You always want to win. Don't get me wrong, I want to win. But realistically, do we think we can go there and get 3 points tonight? If it was Sunderland, the Sunderland you think that was going to come up and it's a newly promoted team, they're the teams you need to go away and start getting 3 points from. So all day long you'd be saying, yeah, we can get 3 points out of this. But Sunderland being the team that's had a good start to the season, you know, where are they? Fourth in the Premier League, somewhere around there. So now you're thinking, not too sure. Look at the table here. 7th in the league coming into today's match. Of course, there's been some games at the weekend. 9 games played, 17 points for Sunderland. If they win, get 3 points here tonight, they actually go second in the Premier League, just behind Arsenal. They go ahead of Liverpool, ahead of Manchester City. So it's a massive game for Sunderland tonight. What more incentive do you need to go second in the Premier League if you win at home on Monday Night Football in front of the cameras? Everton, on the other hand, down to 15th position in the league right now, which is worrying. Only 4 points off the bottom three, -3 goal difference. And a win takes us up to 14 points, and it takes us into 12th position, with then the closeness of them moving up the table if we get further wins, I suppose. But not ideal, really, to be in that situation with 9 games, 10 games gone at this stage of the season. You know, if we don't pick up any points tonight, 15th position, 10 games played, 4 points off the relegation zone. It's not the start Everton were hoping for, or the Evertonians were demanding, especially going into this new season at the Hill Dickinson. You know, not being too bad at the Hill Dickinson bar last weekend. You know, decent start to the season there, but tonight's the night. It's a massive game. Massive game. After Sunderland, after tonight, Sunderland go to stay at the Stadium Light. Their next game they play Arsenal, and that's going to be a massive game as well for them. One they may not think they're going to get anything from, so they may think they want to get a result tonight. So it's going to be an interesting one. So about 5 minutes away from kick-off at the moment. I'm actually looking forward to this match, though. Been looking forward to it all day. Do let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about tonight as the game goes on. How we're doing. Anything that you spot you think we could be doing better. We'll try and get a bit of a discussion going. Just having a look on social media, just seeing the reaction to today, the reaction to the team and Everton's chances here tonight. You know, there's a lot of questions about Moyes at the moment, like, you know, should he be playing James Garner at right back? There was a shout for that. Roll came on and looked impressive against Spurs, or at least he had a better showing than anyone else on the pitch at that time. So was there a shout to get Roll involved today? That hasn't happened. He's on the bench. Tim Irabunam has always been, in my opinion, decent when he comes on. Still not getting into the Everton team. Alcaraz, who came on and done really, really well against Crystal Palace. I was at that game where Jack Grealish got the last minute winner. But still, Alcaraz can't get a star for Everton tonight. But I'm an optimist. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the game, thinking we can get something out of this. I'm just hoping we can, to be honest with you. There will be, when we kick off, there'll be the score, the timer will go off, so you'll know exactly what I'm watching. As this goes through the servers and through whatever platform you're watching on, and maybe 30 seconds behind or maybe a minute behind, you may want to watch like that. Or you may want to just pause your TV and catch up and be the exact moment of the game that I'm on as well. That's completely up to yourself. But the teams are coming out. They're just coming through the tunnel at the moment. They're just coming out onto the pitch at the Stadium of Light. Looks like to be a good atmosphere there. Like I say, it's fair play to them because they've had a good start to the season. But there's Pickford walking out now at the Stadium of Light. Pickford's son's wearing a half and half scarf. So he is an Evertonian, but I'm not too sure who he wants to win tonight with his half and half scarf. Hoping he wants an Everton win. Janet Xhaka, I mean, who thought that one was going to be a good signing in the summer? I certainly never. I thought, what on earth are they doing signing Xhaka? He was always getting sent off. But as it turns out, he's actually done really well, hasn't he? He's actually done really well for Sunderland. Here I am at the Hill Dickinson. Just keeping an eye on things while Everton are away at the Stadium of Light. As are a few people, as you can see in the background. But don't worry about us. All the focus is at the Stadium of Light today. Is Everton's team. David Moyes. Jordan Pickford in goal. Back at the Stadium of Light for the very first time since leaving. Back four, Jake O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane and Mikalenko. Midfield two, Idrissa Gana again, James Garner. No change there. No changes in the back line. No change to the midfield two. Illiman and Dine probably on the right-hand side. Jack Grealish on the left. Dewsbury Hall playing that number 10 role, just behind Tieno Barry, who probably gets his first away start, I think it is. Substitutes, Travers, McNeil, Beto, Diblin, Coleman, Alcaraz, Roll, Asnu and Irabunam. David Moyes just walking onto the pitch now at the Stadium of Light. Don't think the Sunderland fans have noticed him just yet because they haven't booed the hell out of him, which I was expecting. But he's Isidore for Sunderland, their striker. Scored 4 goals this season already. Top goal scorer for Sunderland. He's going to be their main goal threat tonight. Thank you for letting me know the volume's a bit low. I will amend this right now. And hopefully that is a bit better for you. If it is, give me a thumbs up or a little message. So James Garner, midfield for Everton today. Garner's been getting a bit of traction from other clubs in the Premier League, if you believe the paper talk and believe the rumours on the internet. I know we shouldn't, but almost Manchester United thinking they're going to come back in for him, which, let's be honest, they can do one. And they're just about to kick off here. Like I say, I'm maybe 30 seconds to a minute behind your actual stream by the time this goes through the platform that you're watching on. However, if you do want to watch along in real time, just pause your game and follow my clock just above. And the game is kicking off here. Big long ball up by Pickford. Gone up to Barry. See, Barry already got a shot. Oh, it's just gone past the post. What a start that would be for Everton in 10 seconds gone in the match. James Garner. It's a knockdown from Barry. Garner's just hit one from midfield. Oh, it just whistled past the post. I mean, what a start that would have been for Everton. To be fair, that's a great start for Everton. Probably oozing confidence. I mean, if we can continue like that, I think we'll be happy going into today's match. I was just about to say, first thing we did was knock it up long to Barry. But that's not really Barry's game. Like, he's a big lad. He's 6 foot odd. But not the type of striker who's going to be getting on the end of things, nodding it on or flick-ons. So, surprised. But he done well. He rose above the defenders, knocked the ball back down to Garner. And we got a shot away. Sunderland with a bit of possession here, just knocking the ball around. Everton win it back. Dewsbury Hall knocking it onto Mikalenko. This way we need to move the ball a little bit faster. I think against, especially in the Spurs game, we were just a little bit pedestrian, a little bit slow on the ball. Like, it's a little bit different when you play away from home because you can't go a million miles an hour, so you are a bit slower on the ball. But, because it's an away game and you play a little bit differently away than you do at home. You want to quieten their fans down. But the way to do that is by scoring goals and winning the match. Everton in their third strip here, which is the black strip, black top, black shorts, black socks. It's almost got like a weird wavy design on it in blue, white and yellow. So it's supposed to replicate the River Mersey, which the new Hill Dickinson Stadium is just on the banks of. It's probably not my favourite. I mean, from the TV screen, it just looks black. So you go with that. Couple of minutes gone. Everton just had that one shot. And Sunderland so far don't look like they've really settled into the game just yet, which we'll take. That's to Everton's benefit, really. It's Jordan Pickford. Look how high Jordan Pickford is. He's almost alongside Tarkovsky there, asking for the ball. James Garner's come deep. Looks like he's going to be a playmaker, trying to pick out those passes. Put a ball forward to Ndai, who loses out. And Sunderland regain possession. Ndai's first touch of the game. And if you don't know much about Iliman Ndai, what a silky smooth player he is. He's done really well for Everton so far this season. Done really well last season. And already the rumour mill is in overdrive. Oh, this looks like a little bit of a mistake from Sunderland. Jack Grealish almost in, but they recover. Looks like we can get at Sunderland though. Looked a bit shaky at the back there, playing out. So could be a possibility to get at them. Let me know in the comments. How do you think today's match is going to go? Are we expecting a win? Do you think we can get all 3 points here at the Stadium of Light? And if any Sunderland fans are watching, give us a comment as well. Let me know. Monday Night Football chat's absolute shit, don't they? As do most commentators, but they seem to... It's just annoying at times. So yeah, I'll be streaming them and doing watch-alongs for most Everton games. I'm going the game next week against Fulham, so I won't be doing that one, but I'll probably have some content on my YouTube channel, so give that a follow. The links will be in the bio. Going to a lounge, luckily enough. So that'd be nice. Sunderland knocking the ball about the back. Gary Norris in the comments saying Beto needs to find the Neto. Nice. But he's not playing. He's on the bench. He's now Sunderland pressing forwards. Oh, they've done Everton here. Little 1-2s in and around the box. We've just managed to recover and Jack Grealish takes the ball out. First 5 minutes. Ball goes through to Barry. Oh, tries to find the through ball to Barry there from Dewsbury Hall. Just didn't quite find him. Sunderland were able to intercept. The Ndai wants to press there. Ndai goes to win the ball back for Everton. Wants to press high up the field. But no one's supporting him. And then he's had a little chat there with David Moyes. And David Moyes is saying something to him. Unfortunately, we can't hear or detain what it actually was. But Ndai wants to press. He wants to win the ball up high up the pitch. Here's Ndai chasing down again from Barry's knockdown. But Sunderland regain the ball. If we are just going to resort to pumping the ball up to Barry, it's going to be a long night for Barry because he's not going to be winning those. He's not going to be winning those knockdowns. He's not that type of striker. Even, it is strange to say the striker's 6'3", 6'4", and he's not the type of striker who's going to be competing in the air. I'm sure he can compete in the air. It's just not his game. His game is more on the floor. Get it in for him and get the ball in behind. Through balls. Play to his feet, 1-2s. That's where he looks like the most dangerous. Rough little ball there from Jake O'Brien, but he gets stuck in. Sunderland a little bit standoffish. Thank you, Alessandra. I will look into those comments. Here we go. Dewsbury All pulls it back and die with a shot. Oh, it's blocked. Can he get a shot away? Can he get a shot away? Come on, Barry. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked again. Chances for Everton early on. Nice one, Sunderland fan. We've got listening in as well. MDY Nasser 1. So, welcome to the channel. Hopefully, it won't be a pleasant experience watching this match for you, but you never know. Ball goes angled across, but the keeper comes out and collects it well, to be fair. Sunderland signed 14 or 15 new players this summer. Massive amount of money. Almost 150 million. You know, it's a huge amount of money to be spending, especially from a promoted club. But they've come in and done well. Fair play to them. The manager's done a fantastic job. Because they're playing like a team that's been together for years. These are the type of games where you want Grealish on the ball, affecting things. But here's Garner Gay, charging forward, not known for it, and he plays a through ball to absolutely nobody. And it's probably a through ball you would expect from Garner Gay. You know, he's not a creative midfielder. He's a tenacious ball-winning midfielder. It's not his game to be on the ball playing through balls, and I think that says it all, that ball through. It might be a game of low quality today. I hope not. We want to see goals in the game. We want to see excitement. This is something Everton fans have been calling for as well. You know, we've only scored 9 goals so far this season. 9 matches, 9 goals. It's not a huge amount. And we've conceded 12. So we're -3 goal difference at the moment going into this game. In 15th position in the Premier League. 11 points. It's not a good position to be in. 9, 10 games in. Whereas if Sunderland win this, they can go second in the league. On the 9th minute, and the Sunderland fans are standing up, applauding. There will be a tribute on the 9th minute here at the Stadium of Light. But Everton's still trying to poke and prod with the possession. There's not much movement in front of Tarkowski there. He's got the ball. He's got really no options, and he's had to turn back, go all the way back to Jordan Pickford, and then Pickford's just punted it up towards Jack Grealish, and we've lost possession. Like, where's the movement in front of Tarkowski? Frustrating, isn't it? Tarkowski with the ball. He's got the entire team in front of him, and he can't pick one pass. He's got to go back. Mikalenko wrestling there down the left-hand side. He's getting the shirt pulled, but he's also doing a bit of jostling, a bit of pulling himself, to be fair. Just looking at some predictions on social media. 3-1 to Everton, some people are saying. The goalkeeper looks like he's wearing a Wolves kit. And there's already people just slagging Barry off, just saying he's rubbish. I mean, we're in the 11th minute. Still, the best game of the match really has gone to James Garner. That shot, hasn't it, really? In the first 10 seconds of the game. Fired in a shot. Sunderland flying into challenges here. Oh, they passed it, but Ndiaye's cut it out. Ndiaye racing into the area now, plays a through ball to Barry on the right-hand side. Barry tries to find Ndiaye again, but it just wasn't on. And it's intercepted by Sunderland. Think Barry there, maybe he's got to check in on his left foot. Maybe then look for a pass or a shot. I think he read it a little bit easily. Ndiaye's a threat, though. Ndiaye's always, he's one of our main threats. Here we are trying to press Sunderland in their own half. Like Grealish goes to press the ball, and it goes out for a Sunderland goal kick. I'd do that all day long. Like, they don't look overly comfortable at the back. So I'd just press them. Press them, press them, press them. Just replaying James Garner's shot here. Just see how close it was. I mean, I don't think the goalie was getting to it. If it was on target, just inside the post, I think it's a goal. Could have been 1-0 to Everton. Looks like they're going to go long here, Sunderland, from this goal kick. They do. I like that, though. I like when a team knows when not to go short and then go long from a goal kick. That's absolutely fine. Michael Keane, absolutely in no man's land there. Just went up for a header. Traore got the drop down. In fact, Tarkovsky went up. Oh, yeah, and Michael Keane went up to the header. Then Michael Keane was looking round. Didn't have a clue where the ball was. And Traore snuck in behind him. Got a shot off. Good pressure from Tarkovsky. Maybe puts him off a little bit. And then it ends up going high and wide. Here's Jordan Pickford. It's a little bit quiet in the stadium of light. Doesn't sound like a massive atmosphere. Big kick up again. No going short from a goal kick from Jordan Pickford and Everton. To get the ball up. Unfortunately, it found its way back again with Tarkovsky and O'Brien into the defence. Into Ndiaye, who's jostling away. Tries to get through. He tries to play a through ball to Barry, who doesn't want to run onto it. Almost controls, checks back. He's wrestling with 3 Sunderland defenders and eventually loses the ball. Oh, then he goes back and wins it. Ndiaye races away with it. Ndiaye tries to go through. Can he get a shot away? On his left foot, he hits it. Oh! Element Ndiaye! Get in there. What a goal from Ndiaye. That's what Ndiaye is all about. Running at defenders, making them think, committing them. Sunderland fans are absolutely devastated. And Sunderland players look shell-shocked. But Element Ndiaye, what a finish on his left foot. Automatically, the commentators are saying VAR's got to check it. Stop being soft. Barry goes in, wins the ball absolutely cleanly. The Sunderland player throws himself on the floor. Then Ndiaye goes past 1, 2, 3, 4 Sunderland players and absolutely rifles it into the top corner to the goalkeeper's right. There's absolutely no foul on that whatsoever. Element Ndiaye shows his skill, dribbles to the ball, slots it away, and it's 1-0 Everton. 1-0 Everton. Yes, come on. They're saying there's a VAR check. I'd be absolutely devastated and gobsmacked if they rule that out. Surely not. What's the ref even thinking about here? Just blow. Game on. Come on. Let's go. It's not a foul. It's not a foul in a million years. Yes, the goal is confirmed. No VAR check. Well, VAR say it's absolutely fine because it is. But Element Ndiaye, can we just have a moment? Can we all just have a moment for Element Ndiaye? What a player. He was always going to be one of our main threats. Maybe we needed something special here tonight just to give us that bit of confidence, get a goal in the bag. But he's absolutely done that. What a finish. Here we are now, 16 minutes in, 1-0 to Everton. Probably think now, Element Ndiaye's just given away there. And then, oh no, thought he fouled the Sunderland player, but he never. Oh, and then that is a free kick. That is a free kick. And there's a bit of a skirmish. It's a yellow card to Siddiqui, the number 27. So Siddiqui thought he was fouled. He wasn't. He threw himself on the floor, and it was just a challenge. And then he gets up, and then he goes through James Garner, and he gets a yellow card for it. It's an easy yellow card. But if Sunderland are going to lose their heads like that all day long, let them. Noah Siddiqui. He's getting a talking to from some of his players as well, just absolutely rein it in. But he's one to watch. Number 27, Siddiqui, because he doesn't look like he's got his head back in the game yet. Next challenge, he could be going for it. Don't know what's going on with these Sunderland players. Looks like 2 have had yellow cards. There's 3, 4, 5 of them round the referee. All pushing each other away, saying get on with the game. But we still haven't got a clue what's going on. Looks like there's 2 yellow cards there. So Michele's been yellow cards as well. Happy days. Absolutely better. So the entire rumour mill will not be slowing down. You know, another goal here today. Another goal, no doubt, it's going to be clipped up for social media because it was an amazing run, amazing finish. How there's not going to be 6, 7 clubs in for Ndai in every transfer window, I've absolutely no idea. Not that we want to draw attention to him, but if you were any other club looking at Ndai, you'd be thinking, you know, I'll have a bit of that. But 19 minutes gone, 1-0. Sunderland need to just get their heads back in the game, yeah. And Everton just need to just keep doing what we're doing. You know, we haven't been fantastic. We haven't got loads of possession. We're not really bossing the game. But just a couple of chances, you know, we've been threatening. I'd like to see Grealish on the ball a little bit more. You know, Grealish hasn't really imposed himself on the match so far. Just replaying that instant there with the Sunderland getting those yellow cards, trying to figure out exactly what was going on. Dewsbury Hall's pressing really high when Sunderland get that ball in the back line. Dewsbury Hall's going almost alongside Barry, like another striker. He's really pressing high, trying to win that ball back up in Sunderland half. Oh, here we go. It could be in again here. Garner with the ball. He's got Barry to the right. Lays it off for him. Is he going to whip it in? He's got 2 Sunderland players in front of him. Just plays it back to O'Brien. And O'Brien goes all the way back to Tarkowski. That's where we don't get any joy from O'Brien playing right back, really, you know, offensively. Every time he gets the ball, it's just all the way back. Don't really get anything from him. The attacking fullback there as a 1-2 or takes it down the line and whips a ball in. You just don't get that. Here's O'Brien now, goes to cross it. Nope. Plays it back again to Tarkowski. We're keeping all the possession, but it's just wasteful there, especially in the right back position. Wasteful. That's where we need another right back there. But Sunderland fans are getting a little bit frustrated there. Sunderland a little bit wasteful in possession. 1 or 2 missed passes, and you can hear the fans getting on the backs. Here's a ball coming into the box. Oh, and I was going to get on the end of it, but he's fallen over. But then on the floor, gets his head to it. And Everton regain possession. Grealish with it outside the box. Looks like he's going to hit one. He does. Oh, he hits the post. Comes back out. Another ball. Swung in. Back post. Oh, it's flicked out. Everton coming on top here. I don't think Sunderland can handle it. And to be fair, we're not absolutely battering them. But Grealish just gets it, shifts it onto his right foot, takes a shot through, is that Xhaka's legs? And it just bends away and hits the post and goes away from goal. Nice to see, though, Grealish getting a shot away. That's what we want more from him. It is a long throw. O'Neill gets it. Who's that picked up in the box? Dewsbury Hall gets a shot, goes nowhere. And then Sunderland have just got it, letting the defenders have it in the box with absolutely no pressure on the ball whatsoever. Really poor. But Everton retain possession back with Jordan Pickford. So far, Everton had 6 shots to Sunderland's 1. 1 shot on target, and we've had 4 shots inside the box. Sunderland really struggling so far, to be fair. Doesn't look like the Sunderland that played against Chelsea, nowhere near the level. Don't know why. Was it an expectation thing, or... You know, Barry's trying to battle his way through here and then die. But we've just... we've let them play in their own half a little bit. But they haven't really had much in Everton's half while going forward. Ball's back with Traore now. And he's played a really sloppy pass. Really sloppy. And then Barry almost gives the ball away as well. But Sunderland needs to sharpen up. They're not going to be happy with that. Grealish on the left-hand side here. He's going to cut in. No, he gives it to Dewsbury Hall, who tries to put a ball into the box, but it's a really, really poor connection. Yes, Gary. Toffees on top. I love that. Everton just a little bit sloppy there again. If we were a little bit more decisive in the final third, you can probably make Sunderland pay there for some of their mistakes. But it's sloppy play. I suppose, we're 1-0 up away from home, but we can still be demanding and we can call out sloppiness. Just a little shout out. Please follow our YouTube channels, our Twitch channels, any channels that you may be viewing this content on, whether it be X, YouTube, etc. Please do hit the follow and like button. We're a new channel starting out and it's really going to help us. So nice one for that. Thank you. Looking on social media, just looking at some of the reactions here. Absolutely social media ablaze with Illiman and Die. And also Everton fans saying, come on, how's this 1-0? We should be pressing on here. One just whipped past the post. Another just hit the post. I feel like there's a sense here that we can get more from Sunderland than maybe some Evertonians were expecting here today. David Moyes here on the sideline. David Moyes will definitely want a result here as well, because just knowing how frustrating his time at Sunderland was and how he's hated by the Sunderland fans, he definitely wants a result. Here's a free kick now. James Garner looks to float one towards the back post. Does it go? It does. But the keeper's come out and collected it really, really well. Fires a massively long ball into the Everton's half. And Pickford puts it in Rosette. Takes absolutely no chances. I thought they were just going to shield that and let it go out for the goal kick. But Pickford takes no chances getting that ball out. Here's where we're going to see a long throw, I think, from Sunderland. The first throw in, they've really had in a promising position. And it looks like they're going to utilise a long throw. McKaylee, who got that earlier yellow card, is going to take it. He's had someone come short. He's ignored them. He's going to go forward. Pickford's on the edge of his 6-yard box. He's not really on his line, which looks a little bit dangerous when you're looking at it from the optics of it. Doesn't look like a natural position, but then he does retreat back onto his line when the throw's taken. It goes in, and it's an Everton free kick for a push in the back. Take that all day long. All day long. I think this is what Everton want to do as well. Just slow the game down a little bit. Frustrate Sunderland. if we can frustrate them, then all the better. Because, especially at home when you go to places like Sunderland, if you can frustrate the fans, the stadium's quiet, or one or two things. The stadium gets really, really quiet, it's really airy, and the players feel that as well. Or they get a sense of nervousness and anger, and then when they start getting on their own players' backs, of course, that's just positive for the Everton players. Is Barry on a little bit of a counter-attack, checks back, Dewsbury Hall, again, a little bit cramped in there in the central areas of the pitch. Grealish on the wing, he puts a ball in, goes to Barry, oh, and he's got to score. He's got to score. Barry at the back post from a perfect cross from Grealish. And if you want to be a striker in the Premier League, those are the chances. That's where you've got to hit the back of the net. I don't think he can believe himself he's not scored. Oh, what a chance. Dewsbury Hall plays it out to Garner. Garner gives it to Grealish. Grealish plays a really nice ball to the back post. And you will not get a better chance than that in the Premier League, Barry. You won't get a better chance. You've got to score. Is it a lack of concentration? It's just not decisive. You've got to score. David Moyes can't believe it. His hands on his hips. He's fuming. And Barry's got to be fuming with himself there as well. Got to score them. But that's Everton's problem. You haven't got that lethal touch in front of goal. The strikers just don't have it. I reckon I would have scored that. I'm being serious. I reckon I would have scored that. It's a problem, isn't it? You bring Beto in. Beto misses the chances. Give Barry a chance. Barry misses the chances. You don't know what to do for the best. Barry is not going to get a better chance than that to get his first goal in the Premier League. Not going to get a better chance. And here Sunderland goes up the other end now. Oh, chance. But miss it on the edge of the box. And Garner Gay brings it out. Tries to feed this Dewsbury Hall, who falls over again. And it ends up back with Jordan Pickford. Still can't believe that chance. That's all that's going through my mind. It's funny, isn't it? As footballers, you train to, like, if you miss a chance, just put it out of your mind. Go again, go again. You'll get another chance. Make that one count. But as a fan, even watching the game a few minutes later, you're just thinking, you can't get over it. Like, how on earth has he not scored? Everton with possession of the ball, just knocking it around the back now. Trying to build up to another chance. Grealish over that left-hand side. Just being patient at the moment, just retaining possession of the ball, waiting for an opening. Grealish going on a run, comes inside the field, maybe looking for Ndai. Gives it to Garner, who's looking for options, doesn't find them on the right-hand side. It was too late. And Everton recycle the ball and go again. Through the back line to Mikolenko. It doesn't see an option to put the ball in first time. Gives it to Dewsbury Hall. He's got to find Grealish here on the inside. He does. Is it a little 1-2? Little give and go. So Everton are keeping the ball quite nice. They're passing it round. Here we go. Oh, unlucky. Dewsbury Hall tries to play a 1-2 with Grealish, but the return ball just wasn't good enough. Oh, and Barry goes sliding in, tries to win the ball. Wasn't an overly bad challenge, but he gets a yellow card. Just late. Sloppy. This is the Premier League now, Barry. It was a poor challenge, to be fair. He goes sliding in. He's absolutely nowhere near the ball. And he just trips the Sunderland player up. It's a yellow card for Barry. When you put it together, he's done something good for Ndai's goal, wins the ball. But then now you look at the miss, you look at the yellow card, you're thinking probably not the best 5 minutes for Barry these last. Alessandro saying he'd put Charlie on. Charlie Alcaraz. Yeah, I'm a fan of Charlie Alcaraz. I don't know why he's not getting his chance in the team. I was there at the Hill Dickinson Stadium against Crystal Palace, and he came on at half-time with Beto and done really, really well. Got us back into it at times, you know, set the tone, won the ball back, some great passing to the lines. But again, he's not featuring in David Moyes' plans, unfortunately. But that's Moisey all over, isn't it? If Moisey doesn't fancy you, he doesn't play you. Look at Dwight McNeil. I'm not saying Dwight McNeil should be starting, but you don't even see him get off the bench. And look at Tyler Diblin. Tyler Diblin signed in the summer. What was it, £40 million? Oh my God, get up. Get up. It's absolutely embarrassing. No one's giving you a free kick. No one cares. Get up. O'Brien with a protecting the ball, protecting himself, shielding on their number 17, and he absolutely throws himself to the floor, clutching his face. It's embarrassing, if anything. Get up. And to everyone's amazement, he's absolutely fine. When he realises he's not getting a free kick, he just gets up and gets on with the game. Loser. Here we go. Long throw. Dewsbury trying to get on the end of it. It's almost Dewsbury just like a bit of a bumbling attacker, trying to close things down and just seeing if something will land for him. He's not really getting much joy. But Sunderland's first half's been really, really poor. Doesn't look like they're getting any joy whatsoever. The crowd's quiet. Is Sunderland now? Xhaka playing out wide. Got options in the box, but it's gone again. Hey, slides in, wins the ball back, then gives it away really sloppily. Really sloppy pass, loose pass. Sunderland just coming again. We've got 10 minutes in this half left to get a second for Everton. See if we can try and put this one to bed before half time. But just don't concede. I think that's the message going into half time. Don't concede these last 10 minutes. But looks a little bit loose here. Sunderland are putting a few passes together. Looks like they're trying to get a working opportunity. Maybe put a ball into the box. Oh, and the back post absolutely being vacated. Empty. Luckily for Everton. Surely that's a free kick on Barry, is it? No. Went up for the header and gets a nudge in the back. Sunderland coming on, putting the pressure on again. Put a ball into the box. Goes to the back post. Oh, Jake O'Brien, well done. Oh, Siddiqui. Couple of options there for Sunderland. You know, they put one over the bar at the end, but their first real chance, you know, a little bit of sustained pressure, a few passes in and around the box, and eventually they put it over the bar from just on the edge of the area. Not a huge amount of pressure, but just probably their first moment in the game. Which is surprising. Again, 35 minutes in, you would have took it all day long to say this would be their only chance. Jordan Pickford not making any friends with his Sunderland mates replacing the ball from a goal kick. He's getting booed now. How fickle football is, eh? It's supposed to be a local lad and everyone loves Jordan Pickford, and then he gets booed from a goal kick. Gary was saying recruitment needs in January, in the January window. I wouldn't disagree with you, mate. I think a striker is obviously on the cards. Whether we can get one in January for the right price, for whatever money we've got available, you know, it's a difficult window, but Moyes has got history in that January transfer window. Does anyone remember Jelavic coming in the January transfer window and absolutely had an amazing end to the season. And we all thought Jelavic was probably the best striker in the Premier League for that half a season. He eventually went off the boil, didn't he? And we sold him on, but hopefully there's options out there if we can find another player that can come in and make that impact that he did. Oh, ball's going in and around the box there. Sunderland are shouting for something. Was it a handball they're shouting for? I'm not too sure. But unfortunately, I think it's just a random shout in desperation more than anything else. But it looks like Sunderland's going to be putting a bit of pressure on here up until half time. Barry's got to do a little bit of closing down there, at least do a little bit better in leading the press from the front. Everton are sitting in you would say, a low block right now, just withstanding the pressure. Ball into the box, cleared away from Michael Keane. All day long for Michael Keane, that's not troubling him. Just a low cross into the box, clears it easily. Here we go now, Sunderland pressing again. Again, they're just poking really, aren't they? Just one or two little ones and twos round the box in their own half, in the Everton's half, just trying to forge an opening and being really patient. Oh, and they've slotted it through, lovely. But well done, Michael Keane, coming over, recovering, and getting a foot in. Surely going to be an Everton throw, that, yes. Sunderland, actually, really nice little setup play there. Really patient outside the box. Really calm and patient. And they eventually get an opening. Onside, looks like Mikalenko's playing him on sides, and Michael Keane is a door. And eventually, Michael Keane comes over and snuffs it out. Well done, Michael Keane. Fair play to your son. He's having a good season. And that's something I don't think anybody would say about Michael Keane, that he's actually replaced Jared Branthwaite quite well. And, you know, of course, there's moments where we've conceded a goal we could have done better, but on the whole, he's done a job for us. He's Barry battling away, and he's winning the ball up there for us. Garnagay, he looked like trying to get on the end of it. Eventually, they'll give a free kick to Sunderland. Oh, Mikelele again, gone down, slamming the ground like he's in horrific pain. Just needs to get up and get on with it. It's more just like scrapping up there at the moment, just fighting for these balls and knockdowns. And looks like Garnagay was in an offside position anyway when Barry was able to flick that ball through to him. But it's not silky smooth football from Everton right now. It's more just a battling performance. Like, what can we get out of it? Just keep gritting your teeth and getting through it if you can. Oh, thought Sunderland were through there, but Pickford just come out and collected it nicely. Definitely growing into this game, Sunderland. It's got to be worrying for Everton that they are getting a bit of more of a foothold in this towards the end of this first half. You would think that Sunderland are not going to be as bad in the second half as they were in the first half. You know, the last 10 minutes stats has just gone up on Sky. 74% possession in the last 10 minutes for Sunderland. 2 shots, and Everton had 0. And they're playing well here, Sunderland, now. They're getting opportunities. Everton really do need to make that ball stick. And Dewsbury always give away a free kick, and they've taken it quickly. They've gone on with it. Oh, Chore's just absolutely destroying Everton in that box. Just ran past 3 of them. Now Everton got the ball again, but it needs to stick now with Barry. Barry needs to hold that ball and protect it, and he doesn't. He gives it away again. So it's just going to come back and come back. These waves of attack is not going to stop. That's what David Moyes doesn't like about Barry, and why he won't put his trust in him long term, I think, because, I mean, especially as as a young player and as raw as he is right now, that away from home, sometimes you've got to soak up a bit of pressure. And when the ball goes up to your striker, you need him to hold the ball up. You need to give your defenders and your midfield a bit of relief. And if you're losing the ball and it's just coming back again, it's helping no one. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts better one at half time. I really wouldn't. Is Siddiqui going down, trying to buy himself a free kick, is he? The referee's having absolutely none of it. It's gone out for an Everton throw-in. Referee's not taking any nonsense, to be fair to him. Like, he's just saying get on with it, which is fair play. All Sunderland's attacks are coming down Everton's left-hand side. Don't know if they're targeting that side specifically. You know, Grealish down that side. Do you know he's not great defensively? Or even Mykolenko, does Sunderland think they can get a bit of joy out of Mykolenko down in that left-back position? Traore's looked really good for them on the right-hand side. I think Everton right now are just hoping we can get in, having not conceded. Oh, what is going on here? It's bouncing around Everton's box. It's cleared off the line. Pickford with a big punch and he gets the ball out the box. But it's all Sunderland right now. Sunderland probably should have scored there. Let's take a look. Traore whips a ball in again from their right-hand side. And Ballard absolutely throws himself at the ball. But again, Everton under pressure. But it's still 1-0, 44 minutes gone. It looks like we're going to get to half-time here. I think we need to as well. We need half-time. Everton need more half-time more than Sunderland do right now. Sunderland, oh, that's only got to be a free kick. Absolutely clattered Idrissa Gana Gueye. But Sunderland want half-time. Sunderland don't want half-time. Everton are begging for half-time. Need to get in, have a cup of tea, sort themselves out, and go again. I'd be surprised if we don't see Beto at half-time. Because Barry just can't hold that ball up, especially when we're defending. I mean, I don't think he's going to score a goal. Moyes talking about Alan Irvine there, probably discussing what he's going to do at half-time. 2 minutes at a time. Goes on the clock. Here's a ball going through, up into Barry. Barry doesn't win the ball. Sunderland's hack it clear. Tarkowski goes to recover it. And he plays it back to Jordan Pickford. But what a terrible ball. Pickford does amazingly well to keep it in. And clears it down the line. Tarkowski put his hands up to say, thanks, mate. It was a terrible ball back to Pickford there. Here's Mykolenko now playing it out wide to Grealish. Grealish again, just putting his foot on the ball. Plays it back to Michael Keane, who leaves it for Tarkowski. And there's a bit of confusion in the back there. Pickford goes really long again. Again, just pumps it up to Barry, who's really not attempting to win that ball at all. Wonder if Barry is confused, like, why aren't I playing games and why aren't I starting? But when he's not even attempting to win balls like that, then surely he knows. That's just not good enough for an Everton striker, for a Premier League striker. And you'll have no one to blame if he does go off but himself for that earlier chance. Should have buried that. Should be Everton 2-0 up here. And the game pretty much sewn up by half-time. Here we go. Everton trying to retain that ball there down the left-hand side. Little triangle, lovely little passing triangles going on from James Garner, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish. With 10 seconds to go, I don't think Sunderland's even going to get another chance here, or Everton, to be fair. I think this one's just going to go. And there's the half-time whistle. And it's half-time. So here on the restricted view watch-along, it's Everton 1, Sunderland 0 at the Stadium of Light. Goal coming from Iliman Ndiaye after some fantastic work from Tieno Barry to lay the ball off. Iliman Ndiaye showed his silky smooth skills, dribbling with the ball, going past 3 or 4 Sunderland players and taking a left foot shot just inside the area, absolutely rifling the ball into Sunderland's top corner. And it was a fantastic goal for Everton. For another real clip for Iliman Ndiaye. He's adding to it now, something else to go on social media and YouTube to hit 20 million viewers probably. Iliman Ndiaye giving Everton the lead, and Everton really deserve it. We had an earlier chance from James Garner, who put one just past the post in the 12th second of the match, and Tieno Barry should have really made it 2-0 for Everton also. Fantastic cross from Jack Grealish towards the back post, and Tieno Barry there, unmarked, 3 yards out, puts the ball over the bar. It was an absolute... It was destined to be a goal. It was harder to miss than score. Nobody knows how he didn't hit the back of the net. Only Barry will know that. And he will not get a better chance to score his first Everton goal than that opportunity. But we are at half-time. We've got a 15-minute break, and then we'll be back for this watch-along of Sunderland versus Everton from the Stadium of Light. This is the restricted view, and we're going to take a short break. Stay with us. And we're back. We're back here. Just about to start the second half of Sunderland versus Everton. So, yeah, just had a little bit of time during half time just to reflect on that first half. Positive first half, I think, for Everton. Some chances, of course. We've got we've got Barry chance, we've got the Garner chance, we have the goal from Ndai. Sunderland put pressure on the last 10 minutes there, no doubt about it. However, by far the better team in the first half. Sunderland came back into it, so if Sunderland start again in the same vein, then we may have problems in the second half. But if we're able to refocus and get back on with it, then I think we're going to do well in the second half and we'll probably come away with the win. I would imagine there will be changes. I can see Beto coming on for Barry. I don't really see Barry playing much in the second half. He's on a yellow card. He's not holding the ball up very well. So the definite improvement required from Barry. You know, he's not done overly bad. Of course, he had a hand in Ndai's goal as well. But away from home, second half, 1-0 up. You know, this is where we probably will need to dig in at times in this second half. And I just don't think Barry is the right striker to do that. Now, I may be wrong. He may come out and get the next goal and we go 2-0 up and go on to win the game. I'd love it to happen. Just don't see it right at this very moment in time. But the second half is about to get underway. And yeah, it's been a decent game. Enjoyed it so far. Let me know your thoughts. See if you enjoyed the game so far. Is it going the way you think it will, or was going to go pre-game? Let me know. Just wondering if there'll be any changes at half-time, whether Moyes will change it straight away. Just have a look at the teams as they come out. Get the headset on and let's see what's happening. So second half is underway. The time has not clicked on as it should, so I will make that change. We are on 5. Here we go. And we are now back on. But already, Sunderland's, it's only 35 seconds gone in the first half. Oh, and they've scored. It's Xhaka. Xhaka scored for Sunderland, and it's 1-1. Absolute disaster. Just talked about coming out in the second half, keeping it tight. Working hard for each other. And Sunderland have gone. And I also said in the first half, Sunderland will not be as bad as they were in the first half. And they've come out, put the pressure on straight away, and fired in a goal. Looks like it was a deflection as it goes through. No offside, I don't think, as the ball gets played over. Michael Keane makes the run. Then there's a big gap in the Everton box there. Tarkovsky shifts back over. But really just don't attack the ball. Let Sunderland really come into the box with the ball. It bounces round. No one jumps on it. And it's a shot. And Tarkovsky gets a touch right in front of Jordan Pickford, which flicks it up over Jordan Pickford into the roof of the net. Pickford has got absolutely no chance. And it's 1-1 straight away. So now it's game on. 1-1. Here we go. Poor. Really poor. Fuming about it, really, because that's such a horrible start, such an easy, cheap goal to give away at the beginning of the half, where you just want to keep it tight, come out first, don't give them nothing. And they just go and concede a goal straight away. And to be fair, they've got possession back of the ball straight away again. We'll just give it away. It looks like Sunderland are going to come on this half really strongly. And Everton have got a real test on their hands here now. This is about the time where we go, okay, what are you made of here, Everton? Can you dig in here now? I'm surprised. Here's another shot, another deflection. And Pickford this time is able to make that save. But another shot, another deflection. Pickford's absolutely fuming. Shot from outside the box. Oh, it's a Sunderland player this time. Hit Isidore as it goes through. And it's a fantastic save from Pickford, to be fair. He should be making that save anyway. But Sunderland fans, you can hear them now. They've come out and they're making some noise now. Here we go. Corner for Sunderland. Aims towards the back post. There's someone down in the box. Gets played back in. Bouncing round again. Sunderland get 2-3 flick-ons. Everton absolutely nowhere. Still haven't cleared the ball out to the box. And finally the flag goes up. Still worrying from Everton though. Like, they don't look comfortable at all in that back line. Thank you. This is the restricted view watching here. This watch along Sunderland versus Everton. Please do hit the follow and like button on whatever platform you are watching on, whether that be X, Twitch, or YouTube, TikTok, for example. So please hit the subscribe button. Pickford looks absolutely fuming with himself and his team. He doesn't want to come back to the Stadium of Light and get beat. Absolutely not. But Everton so far just got absolutely nothing in this second half. Can't keep hold of the ball. No, just approaching 5 minutes now, and we really haven't had the ball at all. It's getting played up again. Barry's not holding it up. Get Barry off right now. I'm calling it. Get Barry off. He should have come off at half time. That's what I've been saying. He's not holding the ball up. He's on a booking. Get Beto on. Beto would have scored that chance easily, in my opinion. And Moyes is not looking happy whatsoever, but he's got to affect the game. He's got to make a change. Just saying here on the commentary, Everton had the best half first 30 minutes, which he did. But since then, Sunderland have had 9 attempts and Everton have not had one. That's including block shots as well. But here's Grealish now. With a little back heel to Garner on this left-hand side to Mikalenko. Mikalenko's never going to do nothing there. Our fullbacks are so poor offensively. They'll get the ball in wide areas and they'll simply pass it backwards. Need them just to have a little bit more attacking oomph. And they just haven't got it. Here's O'Neill again. Pass it to Ndai. Gets it back. Plays it right the way back to Tarkowski. It's just the same patterns over and over again, which is just poor from Everton. Here's Ndai with the ball. Plays it back to O'Brien, who, surprise, surprise, goes back to Tarkowski again. Constantly O'Brien just passing the ball backwards. No craft in it. It's hard to get on top of him a little because he's a centre-back and we know he's a centre-back, but in that right-back position, we just need more. There's just nothing there. Watch other teams and their fullbacks racing forward, giving them so much creativity and so much intent from those positions. And we just haven't got it. "51 minutes gone here, 1-1. And you've got to think the next goal is going to be a Sunderland goal. Absolutely nothing about Everton at all so far this second half. Sunderland now got it down Everton's left-hand side again. Mikalenko backing off as he usually does. Little ball into the box. O'Brien clears it from the back post. And Barry, again, gets the ball and instantly loses it. I mean, how long is he going to give him before he takes him off? He's got to come off. Even Garner's losing the ball now inside the Everton's own third. Really poor. Come on, Mykolenko. Battle for that ball. Battle for that ball. Oh. Sunderland have just got the ball in really dangerous positions in Everton's half, and we just don't look like we can get out. Oh, that's a crunching tackle on Grealish. There's 3 players on Grealish, and it's a crunching tackle. The ref's coming over with a yellow. Grealish is back on his feet, luckily enough. Trey Hume gets a yellow card. He throws himself into the challenge, doesn't get the ball. Oh, it's a late one as well. It's a poor challenge. There's no word from the referee whether we get a VAR challenge for that. Grealish is still absolutely fuming. He's having a word with Xhaka now. The referee's... Is he going to call him over and have a word with him? Oh, he's Beto now. Okay. So Beto, what I've been calling for, the change should have been made at half-time. Guaranteed. But right now, 54 minutes, Beto's on the sideline. Moyes wants to make that change. Barry's lost the ball numerous times. He can't hold the ball up whatsoever. Barry's almost shrugging his shoulders like, what do you want me to do? But he's got to do better. He's got to just battle for the ball. He's just got to throw himself absolutely everywhere. Give 100%. Oh, here's Grealish now. He's getting fouled, surely, again. And now again, he does get challenged, this time by Xhaka. It's a free kick. He's getting fouled constantly. It's an Everton free kick. Do we get better one now for this? I'd get him on. Get better one now for this free kick. Get the ball in the box. I think the change has come too late here, in my opinion. You know, people on social media saying like for like changes again. Beto coming on for Barry, but you've got to take Barry off. You can't leave him on there. He's not doing it right now. He's not holding the ball up. He's losing the ball every time he gets it. What do you want him to do? His free kick's not come to anything. It's played all the way back to Mykolenko, who's pumped it forward towards Tarkowski, who's laid it off to Garner. Tries to get a ball in, but it's gone for a throw in. Maybe a long throw. Surely at this stage, Beto comes on. Here we go. He is coming on. Coming on for Barry. To be fair, I'd like to see Charlie Alcaraz coming on right now as well. I think it's a fair shout. Dewsbury Hall hasn't really gave us anything in that number 10 role so far today. I'd love to see Charlie Alcaraz come on. The Everton fans trying to get behind Everton here. I can hear them in the background. The Everton away support. And the keeper comes out and just claims it. So this is the time now. Beto's come on. There's more changes surely going to be made soon. Hi, Ollie, as well. But Everton needs to make more changes. Probably Charlie Alcaraz should be warming up right now. You know, Dewsbury Hall's offered little to no anything in this game, really, especially in the second half. And Sunderland look like they're going to score the second goal if we don't really shape up here. But there are people on the box who can come on and make a change. Dwight McNeil's on the bench. Charlie Alcaraz's on the bench. Tim Irabunam's on the bench. You know, I'd like to see some of these players get on. Tyler Diblin's on the bench. It cost 40 million quid. Now, regardless or not whether he's a young kid, there's got to be something in there if you pay 40 million pounds for him. There's got to be something in there that he can come on and bring us. Here's McKaylee taking the ball down the right-hand side. For Michael Keane's tracking him. But easily, they're just playing the ball into the middle, and we're not really got anything there to offer in terms of winning the ball back. So if you just joined us, it is 1-1 at the moment. Ndiaye with a great goal for Everton in the first half. But since then, since the first 30 minutes, Everton have been really poor. Sunderland the better team, especially in the second half. Sunderland scored just after half time. And it looks like the Stadium of Light is bouncing now. And if you've got to put your money on who's going to score the next goal, you've got to think Sunderland's going to score the next goal. Pickford's in the box there talking to Michael Keane. Don't know what they're talking about, but just got to say, we've just got to have a little bit more attacking intent in this second half. We've hardly had the ball in their half. The ball goes up now. Dewsbury Hall just gets absolutely shoved off the ball. Nowhere near. Doesn't go into Barry. Doesn't go into Beto, sorry. Beto's there now. This is where Beto needs to start that press, but to be fair, Beto's not even pressing that ball where he should be. It looks like Everton just quite happy to let Sunderland have the ball in their defence as they're passing it round, and then make a press maybe when it comes into the Everton half. But I'm a little bit fearful now, to be honest with you. Alessandro says, stay positive. I like that, mate. We'll try. Try and stay positive. You know, Everton battling away in the midfield again. Dewsbury Hall comes away with it. Can he find Beto? Play the ball. Beto almost gets released with a through ball. But their defender just stepped in front of time. It was almost there. A little bit more quality on that through ball. Potentially Beto was in and through on goal. That's what Beto does offer you, especially if Sunderland are coming on in the second half. You know, if Sunderland are pressing and committing bodies forward, trying to find a win in the second half, Beto is there for the counter-attack, and if we can play a through ball or a ball over the top, Beto's got the legs to run onto them. 30 minutes to go, and you would say it's anyone's game. Ndiaye is down here, which is a worry, but let's hope he's just playing smart and trying to get Everton a few minutes break here and just a bit of respite. Ndiaye's easily Everton's best player today, best player in the squad. So hopefully he can continue. But this might be clever. Just someone go down, get the physio on, give the Everton players 30 seconds to a minute to regroup. You know, he's taking on an energy bar at the moment, Ndiaye, which looks like he is going to be able to continue. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Looks like he is. Garner's gone over for a drink as well. This might be just what Everton needs. Or I hope that's not his hamstring he's holding. Don't know if it looks like a change is going to be made. I think it might be his hamstring. Dwight McNeil's getting stripped off. Well, this is disappointing for Everton. If Ndiaye's felt his hamstring here, even if it's just a tweak, then they're not going to take a chance on Ndiaye. Yeah, as he goes, just seeing a replay, can't really see what the issue is, but looks like it is going to be a change. Ndiaye has unfortunately had to come off. And Dwight McNeil, who hasn't seen lots of football, looks like he's got himself a fresh trim and a shave, has come on. Is he going to go over onto that right-hand side? Looks like he is. You know, Dwight McNeil's played the majority of his football for Everton over on the left, so it's interesting he goes over to that right-hand side. Of course, Grealish is on the left. He's so one-footed, Dwight McNeil. When you see him play, you never really see him control the ball or strike the ball with his right foot. It's all on his left. But if anything, he probably is a little bit more you know, defensive-minded, if you will, than Ndiaye. So he probably give a little bit more support to O'Brien. But it's a chance, you know, Dwight McNeil, okay, there's your chance, mate. Go and take it. You know, you've not been getting the minutes. So now you go on the field. Let's see what you can do. But you've got to think Everton are going to struggle now without Ndiaye on the pitch. It's going to put more onus on Grealish. And we can just hope that it's not a serious injury for Ndiaye. Here's Xhaka now with the trying to whip a ball in. Hits Mikalenko, goes out for a throw. Looks like it's going to be a long throw. But again, it's all Sunderland here. I just hope Moyes is going to make another change. I'd like to see Alcaraz come on. Let me know who you think we should bring on next, or if you'd like to see any more changes. Long throw into the box. It's bouncing around everywhere. It's hitting Everton bodies. It's being cleared out. Beto's really not there for the charge. He was back defending the long throw. And they're saying there's going to be a VAR check, but it's been complete already. There was no hands. Actually hits in Idrissa Gana Gueye in the chest and the head. But it is interesting how this game has shifted from owning it in the first 30 minutes. Oh, Dwight McNeil's gone down there a little bit cheaply, and the referees absolutely said nothing given. Dwight McNeil felt something and then went down. But Sunderland's regained possession down Everton's right. Is that a free kick? No. Looks like it's going to go off for Everton goal kick. But how can you go from 30 minutes absolutely bossing the game to the next 30 minutes Sunderland bossing the game? It's all the old cliches coming out, isn't it? Game of two halves and all that nonsense. You know, Granit Xhaka has been running the midfield for Sunderland. But Everton look a little bit light in the centre of the park there. With James Garner and Idrissa Gana Gueye, they've just not been working in sync together in that for the last 30 minutes. Here's O'Neill, gets his ball fired into him. Gives it to O'Brien. Again, O'Brien with a sloppy pass to O'Neill. And it's just bouncing off him. O'Neill's complaining. McNeil's complaining. It's poor. It's really poor. Here's Dwight McNeil trying to bat off this ball again. He's probably low on confidence, to be fair, Dwight McNeil. You know, again, not played a lot of football recently. It's going to be a long throw here. Every time we get a long throw, it's like a corner. Like, the crowd get behind them and geeing them up, thinking, okay, we can get a bit of joy out of this. Especially if Everton have looked really shaky defending these as well. Long throw into the box. Gets nodded out. Dewsbury Hall swings a left foot at it. But really, again, even the clearance is poor. Like, no distance on it whatsoever. The ball just lands back at a Sunderland player's feet. It just seems to be every second ball is getting won by Sunderland. And that no doubt hit O'Neill's hand there. O'Brien's hand, sorry, but nothing given. This Dwight McNeil and O'Brien combinations do my head in here. Looks like it's going to be a long throw again. Fired into the box, into the crowded box. And again, this is a better clearance by Dewsbury Hall up the pitch. But because we bring absolutely everyone back for those long throws, when you pump the ball back up, you've got no one there. Here's Grealish on the attack here down Everton's left. Can he do something? Traore just easily takes the ball off him. It's quite easy, really. Gana Gueye's trying to battle and win the ball back. But Everton just losing the ball. They can't keep hold of it. Really can't get any sustained possession whatsoever. It seems to be bouncing off us now The passes aren't going to our intended targets. It's just momentum, isn't it? Momentum in the game. The momentum was with us, and now it's with them. It's really interesting how a game of football can swing. Sunderland now playing the ball up. I mean, that's a Route 1 ball. Absolutely just pumped it up the field. Looking for Traore. And Mikolenko's at to concede a throw in a dangerous position. But as soon as Mikolenko played that ball out for a throw in, you saw his face, like my face. It's a disappointment. Because you know what's coming. You know a long throw is going to come on the back of it. It's almost like giving away a corner. So here we go again. Mukulele with the long throw into the box. Everton get their heads on it first, get it cleared out. But again, nobody up for Everton. So the ball is easily turned over into a Sunderland possession because we're just not there to collect the ball. So Everton now, Garner gets on the ball. At least let's keep the ball. Let's just make 10 passes. Let's just keep the ball for a couple of minutes and get the game back under control a little bit again. I think that's sometimes what we miss, a little bit of an enforcer, especially in the middle of the park. That just goes, okay, come on, calm down here, lads. Let's just put 10 passes together. You don't have to put massive intent behind it, but let's keep the ball and make Sunderland work and make them think for a minute. Pickford tries to pick it up. McNeil flicks it on for O'Brien, but O'Brien really hesitant, didn't really go into it like he wants to win the ball. And McNeil doesn't even look like he's tracking back with intent either. Looks like he's jogging about the pitch. It winds you up about footballers, isn't it? You think getting paid all that money, you haven't had any minutes for the first team pretty much all season. You get your chance, you come on, and then you're just jogging on the pitch instead of absolutely sprinting everywhere you can be. Dwight McNeil, this is your chance. Absolutely go grab it with both hands. Don't just get on the pitch and look like an absolute waste of space. Is Isidore now running at Tarkowski, which is never a good situation for James Tarkowski. It's not. He's gone past him. O'Brien recovers. Oh, but the shot goes over the bar. Isidore looks dangerous when he runs at our defence. James Tarkowski, that's his worst nightmare, having a pacey attacker run on him. You know, he's not got the greatest pace, Tarkowski. So he just absolutely goes to bits. We've got 20 minutes to go, yeah. Everton have made one change. We're behind the run of play. You know, it's all Southampton. But yeah, no more changes from the well-equipped bench that we've got. Look likely at the moment or look imminent. Personally, I'd bring on Tim Irabunam to shore up that midfield. I'd also like to see Charlie Alcaraz. Sunderland haven't made any changes, but okay, but the boss in the game. They're like, if anyone's going to score the next goal, it's going to be Sunderland. They've got the most possession, the most chances recently, so they're not really thinking we have to make a change. It just looks inevitable. I think that's the words I'm looking for. McNeil. Sunderland are just running past Everton players now, like literally just running past them, and we're not getting our foot in, and our tackles are not just connecting. Here's Michele on the right-hand side for Sunderland, plays a ball into the box. Siddiqui twisting McNeil inside and out, and it's gone out for the corner. Again, Sunderland shouting for a penalty. It's never a penalty. Pipe down. I mean, he's right in front of him, Michael Keane. He's got nowhere else to go. Like, what do you expect? Yeah, as he's saying, looks like the Everton players are just tired now. Potentially, maybe. But again, there's players on the bench there. You know, young players, energetic players. I mean, VAR. Why are you even having a look at it? Michael Keane's arm is slightly away from the body. However, it's in a... He's so close to the ball, he can't move his hand anywhere else. So it's going to be a corner to Sunderland. Here we go. This is Xhaka with the corner. Isidore in there, waiting for the delivery. There's been a pushing and shoving in the box with Dewsbury Hall. Come on, Everton. You need to sort this out. Ball whipped in, back post. Oh, the ball's bouncing around everywhere. And it's eventually cleared. Ballard on his head on that. I thought he was going to get his head on that. The ball's just getting pumped right back into Everton's half. We're really struggling in the second half. I don't know why we're just accepting that we're defending. Like, is Moyes thinking we're just going to dig in and not concede this half? And that's the game plan? Just not concede and get away with a 1-1? I don't think that's really what Everton fans want right now. With the bench that we've got, surely Everton spent money in the summer to give ourselves options. So let's see some options. Let's go try and win a football game. Moyes seems to do more chatting with his staff these days than anything else. Come on, Grealish on the ball now. Beto's made that run through. He wanted the ball over the top or through ball, and Grealish wasn't able to find him. The pass was blocked, and now Sunderland are absolutely charging. It's a free kick to Everton. James Garner's done fantastically well there in the right back position. "15 minutes to go, 75 minutes approaching here, and Everton haven't had a shot in the second half, to my memory. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Oh, he plays a really poor ball. Dwight McNeil's running in towards the pitch, and he plays it behind him. Absolutely never getting to Dwight McNeil there. But he seems to be one of Moyes' golden boys, Dewsbury Hall. Like, he'll play every minute of every game. He's not going to take him off. Second half stats there. Sunderland have had 6 shots, Everton 0. With only 39% possession. So we've got to make a decision here. 15 minutes to go. What we actually want, whether we actually want to try and win this football match. Because I guarantee you, there's thousands of Everton fans in that stadium who want to win the match. It just seems so easy for Sunderland. They're passing around us, and it looks easy. Oh, that should have been a goal. Isidore's got a fantastic chance there inside the box. Ball comes to him from a wide area, and he just takes an air shot at it. And the ball just goes under his leg. But he just pulls away from Michael Keane. If he makes a connection with that, you've got to think he's got to get it on target and score a goal. Again, the warning signs are there. That's Everton's warning. Take that as a wake-up call right now. Yeah, I've seen this game so many times as an Everton fan. And you know what's coming. Is Garner 1-2 with Grealish. Grealish doesn't want it there. He's just basically played it back. Garner gives it to Tarkowski. Everton players are walking now. There's no off-the-ball movement whatsoever. We're just walking. Dwight McNeil gets it, left-footed on the right-hand side, passes it back to O'Brien. O'Brien, surprise, surprise, plays it back to Tarkowski. Here we go. Ball plays up to Beto. Beto holds it up in the wide area. Hasn't really got any options. He's looking for options. He hasn't got any. And Sunderland eventually get a tackle in. Everton get a throw. Could be a long throw going into the box. So Everton look like them trying to mobilise a few changes here now. Eventually. Charlie Alcaraz, Timur Abunam. Sounds like Jack Grealish is going to come off. Maybe that's a switch to put Dwight McNeil over on this left-hand side. Here's a long throw from O'Brien. There's loads of bodies gone down in the box. I don't know what's going on. 3 Sunderland players all down inside the box. Why have they all fell over? Sean Morgan in the comments saying, the question is, are Everton in a relegation battle this season? I think if we get a point here, we're only 5 points off the bottom 3. So 10 games gone, 5 points off. I don't think it'll be a relegation battle. I don't think we'll be down there with a threat of relegation, but it'll be mid to low positions. I'm thinking around somewhere around the 13th, 14th place in the league, which we need better than that, really. It's Tarkowski with his head on the back post, but it's a free kick to Sunderland. Yeah, I mean, as Everton, I don't think we really expected to be, pressing for massive goals a massive shift up the league this year. However, most Everton fans, if you speak to them, they're thinking maybe mid-table this season. Consolidation, get the squad built up again, have another window to make some more signings and then try and build on what we've started. But at 13th, 14th, 15th, where we currently are, that's more disappointing than expected. Here we are, about to come to the 80th minute. Everton still haven't made those changes that were due. Dwight McNeil has lost the ball again. Every time it's getting played up to Dwight McNeil, he's losing the ball. Sunderland again whips a ball into the box. Header towards goal. And Pickford clears it for a corner. He really should have got his hand on it as well. Like, he's laughing. It's a fumble from Pickford. He's laughing like, ha ha ha. But it's a fumble and you should have caught it. So what are you laughing at? Like, that's bread and butter for Jordan Pickford and a Premier League keeper to just keep your hands on that. But now we've conceded the corner in against a dangerous team when we're not very good at defending set pieces the last couple of games. Ball gets whipped in. Oh, it's cleared out from the near post. Can Everton press now? Get the ball out. Nope, the ball comes back in. Oh, and it's a golden chance again. It's a massive chance for Sunderland. It's Michele again, and he's got to score. And he's down holding his face, rolling around on the floor again. I mean, this is about the fifth or sixth time he's been on the floor. But what a ball into the box from Xhaka. He's onside. And he gets his head on it, but the head is woeful. It goes over the bar. He should easily be making better contact with that. And it's not because of Michael Keane. It's not because of a boot. It's really because it's a poor finish. It's a poor header and it's a poor finish. And right now, he's just grasping at straws. If I was Sunderland, I'd be getting back up, getting on with the game because they're having the better chances. There's going to be changes here. Little look on the socials just to see what the reaction is so far to this game. People making a comment that it's the 82nd minute. One comment saying Dewsbury Hall should have been substituted at half time. David Moyes would play for a point in the FA Cup final. That's an interesting comment. Someone else saying McNeil was never the sub to bring on. He was never the change that should have been made. So it looks like O'Brien is off from the right back position. Looks like James Garner is going to go into that right back position. Tim Irabunen will go into centre midfield. Charlie Alcaraz most likely will go over to the right. And on the left is Dwight McNeil. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Garner's gone to right back. Alcaraz has actually gone into that number 10 position. Grealish still on the left. And Dwight McNeil on the right. So Tim Irabunen should give us a little bit more strength there in the middle of the park. You know, I do like Tim Irabunen. He's got a physical presence about him, and he can get stuck in and he can mix it up. So I do like the look of him. Like, he only comes on at times. He doesn't get a huge run of games, but he looks a player. Maxman_high saying, honestly, this is dreadful to watch. We rely on our flanks so much, yet our fullbacks are awful at supporting that. We literally never play through the centre, so it's easy to see what Everton are doing. Here's Grealish on the right hand, on the left, Everton's left here now. Plays it into Charlie Alcaraz. Alcaraz plays a lovely ball over to the right. James Garner now slips, but goes past and gets brought down. Surely, no foul. Referee's not giving a foul, and I don't know why. Here's Mikolenko, picks up a loose ball. He's going to hit one. He does hit one. Oh, it's a save from the keeper. It's a good save. This is better from Everton. A little bit more attacking impetus. And it goes out for an Everton throw. I think Charlie Alcaraz here played a lovely ball from the centre. Spread the ball out to James Garner, who in a right-back position is up and attacking. Exactly what we need from that right-back position. And get a lovely ball in. Looks like Mikolenko is going to be taking a long throw into the box. Aiming towards that near post. Flick on. Oh, and it just lands to a Sunderland player and they clear it. Almost feels like it's just landing to them. James Garner with a overhead kick from a defensive position to put the ball back in Sunderland's half. And Tarkovsky tries to keep it in, but eventually goes out for the goal kick. Pete made a comment saying, Bertie wish is Everton just to get out of our league for good. Such a waste of a place in the Prem every year. I pray for an Evertonian crumble down to the Championship. Just leave the Prem. Wow. Not a hater. The Championship is where Everton belong. I think that is harsh, Pete. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. Is Alcaraz almost through? No. I mean, granted, we're not setting the world alight. We're not exactly a joy on the eyes to watch either. So I can see where you're coming from, but the quality we've got, we should be absolutely nowhere near a relegation fight this year. I think if we are, probably Mr. Moyes will get his marching orders sooner rather than later. Here's Tim Irabunen coming in the midfield, powering through with the ball and wins a free kick just inside the Sunderland half. So immediately, just in the immediate minutes after those changes, we've looked better. Tim Irabunen's looked better in the centre. Garner's give us a little bit more balance over on the right-hand side. So this free kick is going to be taken for Dwight McNeil. Is he going to try and swing one into a deep area, maybe from Michael Keane towards the back post? Dwight McNeil looks about absolutely 9 years of age with his the baby face he's got at the minute. What's McNeil doing? He's touched it. He's given it to McNeil. McNeil plays a short to Grealish. It almost looked like, was that a work free kick? Because it looked shocking. Grealish now powering down the left-hand side. When he get a ball in, gets a ball in. It's a poor ball. Poor ball, and it just goes straight into the keeper's hands. So Grealish has got to do better. Like, all these shouting, Grealish for England and stuff like that. He did have a good start to the season, but right now, he should be doing better. Away at Sunderland is a real opportunity for Jack Grealish to come alive. Show why he is Jack Grealish, if he's still the Jack Grealish we all know and love. He should be bossing this game. Now Sunderland have won a free kick inside the Everton's half. Commentator absolutely giving us the kiss of death as well, saying there's always been like goals for Sunderland. That never helps us. Here we go, back post. Everton get it cleared, do they? Charlie Alcaraz, lovely Charlie Alcaraz. Controls it out perfectly. Like, that's what we've been missing, that level of control. Garnegay gets fouled right there to free kick. But Charlie Alcaraz, bringing the ball down. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching so far on the restricted view. There's many more watch-alongs, much more Everton content to come and Premier League content. So please give us a follow and a like. Hit that button wherever platform you're watching on, YouTube, X, Twitch, TikTok, wherever it may be. Hit the button, please. Thank you very much. Here's a ball gone up towards Beto, but Beto doesn't get his head on the ball again. It goes up into a dangerous area. He just jumps past the ball. It's frustrating. Just really frustrating. So the 88th minute. So we've got a couple of minutes and then whatever's added on for injury time. You would think there's not a huge amount of injury time to go on the board. There's not been a huge amount of stoppages in the game. Anything more than 4 minutes, I'd be surprised. 89th minute, Sunderland have got a throw in. It's going to be a long one again. Probably towards Everton's front post. That's where they have been going. It'd be heartbreaking now to concede with a minute to go in normal time. You know, there's all sorts of shoving and wrestling going on in the box at the minute. Garnegay is over on the trying to wrestle with the biggest player, biggest Sunderland player in their team. Now he's got Beto's arm. He's pulling Beto's arm. Why is he pulling Beto's arm? He's trying to get his hands all over Beto, all over Michael Keane. The ball goes in. Everton get his head to the ball and it's cleared by Beto. Grealish chases this ball down. And it's played back 6 minutes at a time. Don't really know where that's come from. And if anyone's going to score in this 6 minutes, you know, it's probably going to be Sunderland. So I'd probably just take the point now, to be honest. But here we are with Alcaraz on the right-hand side. Checks in, loses the ball. And it's a free kick for Sunderland. Yeah, again, the frustrating thing here for Everton fans will be, I can already see the post-match press conference. I guarantee David Moyes will say it's a decent point away from home. Sunderland's in a good vein of form. They could have went second in the Premier League with a win here today. He will take all these and use it to his advantage and say it's a good point away from home. Whereas Everton fans can sense that we could have won here today. You know, I thought they were vulnerable, especially in that first half. If we really would have put just a bit more effort in, a bit more intent to really go after them, I feel like we could have won the game. But David Moyes has got these sound bites and he comes out with them and you'd almost know what he's going to say before he says it. I'd be ultimately shocked if he says we really wanted to win this game and we tried to, because I don't think he has. Ball's gone through here. Pickford cleans it up. It's going to be a big one out of Pickford's hands now. If anything, I feel like if we pushed the air for the last few minutes, we could at least try and get one more chance at goal. I mean, that's just poor. Big, massive kick from Jordan Pickford, and it's just gone right through the pitch, right through all the Everton players and into the Sunderland keeper's hands. It's almost chasing shadows in the second half. You know, have both teams settled for a point here? I think the crowd are not really urging Sunderland on all that much. At the Stadium of Light thinking it's a point as well. A point. Oh, here we go. Throw into Sunderland. It's going to be another long throw. I mean, I don't want to be a jinx here, but we've defended every long throw so far in the game. Surely one more we can clear. Is it worth just keeping one player up, though? Just so when we do clear it, there's somebody actually to run onto the ball and counter-attack. Here we go. Beto clears the ball, comes back out to the wing, another ball in, Mikalenko blocks. Grealish gets his head on it and pumps it forward. But again, absolutely nobody in a centre-forward position to chase down the ball. So, oh, here we go. Here we go. Charlie Alcaraz going through. Can he play Garnegay? He's one-on-one with the defender. Charlie Alcaraz, he never looks convincing. Never looked convincing. James Garner now powering into the box. It's back with Alcaraz. Alcaraz back out to Garner again. Ball inside the box to the back post and no one's there. That is wasteful. You know, Jack Grealish found Alcaraz, who's going through in a 2v1 situation, Alcaraz and Garnegay. Okay, maybe not the two that you want to go through on goal for a counter-attack, but for Premier League footballers, you should do better than that. 2v1s, 3v2s, that's what you practice. Overloads. And it's a chance for Everton to win that game there. And it's a waste. It's just a waste. It's hard to really get angry as well about it, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a waste. Wasteful. Here we go. It's another little counter-attack here. Charlie Alcaraz plays it to the left. And he plays it behind Beto, in front of Irabunum, nowhere near McNeil, and it just goes out for a throw-in. Charlie Alcaraz hasn't covered himself in a blaze of glory there, in a blaze of glory, I should say. But you look back to this match with only a minute and a half to go, and you think, could Barry, you know, could some changes have been made at half time? The last 10 minutes in the first half was just nowhere near good enough, and you knew Sunderland were going to come out and press. They did. They came out full of energy and scored a goal straight after half time. Also, could Everton have made some changes early in the game and affected the game a little bit more? Could we have attacked a little bit more? Ultimately, it'll come down to that Barry chance, won't it? That Barry chance is where Everton could go 2-0 up in the game. And you think at 2-0 up, it's game over, and then we win the game from there on. So I think Barry will also take that, David Moyes will also take that narrative towards the press conferences and say we had the chances. If we'd gone 2-0 up, then we win the game. And he'll probably put the blame on the players' toes, if I'm honest. Barry has got to score that goal. He's got to score. Sunderland flying forwards. There's only 10 seconds left to go in the match. It's clearly going to go down as a 1-1 draw, this match. Charlie is having a go, yeah. And you know what? So, lots of people on the Everton pitch has worked hard today. It hasn't come off at all times, but it's not a lack of effort at times. I just think the manager needs to give the players a little bit more support, make a few more changes, and just change a few mentalities in the way we play. But it's all over. It is 1-1. It's full time. It's 1-1. Eddie Bamber, the Sunderland fan who I spoke to before the game, actually called a 1-1 draw. So he is correct. Sunderland look happy with the points, in all honesty, for Jordan Pickford and David Moyes' first visit back to the Stadium of Light since he left. Everton, I've got to feel, though, disappointed only to pick up a point on the roads. I really felt we could have pushed and got 3, if at all. We had attacked, especially with that second half, with a bit more intent and made a few changes. But we'll call it a day here on the Everton Watchalong. Keep watching The Restricted View. Please do subscribe. And a longer, more thoughtful review of the match and more content will be coming in the week. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy.